Good afternoon, everyone. I want to thank you all for joining us on this very happy occasion of these fine new police officers becoming members of the Revere Police Department. I'm happy to introduce each of the officers being sworn in today. Officer Daniel Apollo, Officer Terrence Reardon, son of retired Chief Terrence Reardon, Officer Brendan Leslie, joining his brother, Officer Matt Leslie, in the department, Officer Joe Melendez, and Officer Christian Orellana. Also here today is Councilor Powers, Councilor Novoselsky, former Chief Terrence Reardon, retired, Lieutenant Malone, Captain O'Hara, and Executive Officer Dennis Collier, and of course the Mayor. Let's take a moment. I'd like for everyone thank the loved ones that are here today, who I'm sure were instrumental in your journey of success along the way to get you to this moment. Let's give them a big round of applause. I would also like to thank Mayor Rigo for all the support he has given the department during my tenure as chief, and especially for budgeting for more officers. Mayor, thank you. Today's swearing in will bring the department above actual in place 100 officers. So this is quite an accomplishment. It's been a long time since we've had 100 officers. This will make 16 new officers have been sworn in since I became the police chief, and the mayor's become the mayor, and 2 more will be graduating in January. So I think that's quite an accomplishment in a year and a half. Each of these officers standing before you today went through 26 weeks of extensive training at the police academy, and today they've made it to the finish line. After today, they'll begin work at Revere Police Department, and they'll go through another 10 weeks of field training program before they can go out on the street on their own. I want to congratulate each and every one of you for a job well done, and we are happy to have you become members of the Revere Police Department. Being a police officer is a very noble profession and a very rewarding job that is different each and every day you come to work. Some days will be better than others, but the key to your success is to go out every day and help people with their problems and to treat each and every person you have contact with as if you were dealing with a member of your family. As a police officer, you will have a great impact on the citizens you deal with and the community you serve. You have gone through extensive training to prepare you for the road ahead. Be aware of your surroundings at all times, and most importantly, stay safe and go home to your families. I look forward to working with each and every one of you and wish you great success in your career ahead. Thank you. At this time, I'll bring up the mayor.
Thank you, Chief. Let's hear it for the chief. Good afternoon, everyone. As the chief said, we are very grateful to welcome 5 new officers to the ranks of the Revere Police Department. Today, these gentlemen will perform their greatest act of bravery. They will pledge their lives to the safety and protection of the people of our community, of your community. You will demonstrate your dedication and unique skills to uphold law and order. But beyond that, you will play many roles that reach far beyond law enforcement. You will become an ambassador, an integral part of our community, actively building relationships throughout all of our neighborhoods. You'll become the guardians of public safety, proactively patrolling assigned areas of the city. You'll become counselors, utilizing de-escalation skills in heated domestic or neighborhood disputes. You'll be educators, advising the public of crime prevention and best practices for neighborhood safety. But above all else, especially to that little guy, you will be a hero. For while we admire your courage and commitment, those of us in the public know that we will require your assistance when something usually really bad happens. We know that in our fear and in our time of need, you will be there to help, and you will, in fact, be our hero. And sometimes, there will be a time during your career that you will save someone's life, or many lives for that matter, by putting your own on the line. And that's because that's what you've pledged to do here today. To the families, I extend the gratitude of a very grateful city. We say thank you for the sacrifices that you will endure as your family serves along with the city of Revere. It's easy sometimes to overlook the sacrifice that the entire family makes when one member of the family serves on a police force. There's an element of apprehension. Every time one of these guys will leave home for the station, there are disrupted family schedules as the 24/7 demands of a police force sometimes take priority over family events. The family, no doubt, shares pressures inherent with police work. And so a police officer's family serves the city as surely as the officer does. So I want to thank all of you from the bottom of my heart for your service to the city of Revere. Gentlemen, congratulations. Welcome to the Revere Police Department. We are incredibly fortunate to have you. Thank you.
Is Ashley here? Oh. Okay, now we'll do the oath of office. Ashley will take over the city clerk.
Thanks, Chief. Officers, please raise your right hand and repeat after me using your own name after I say aye. Buddy, can you raise your right hand for me? Just like that. Very good. I solemnly swear that I will faithfully and impartially discharge and perform all the duties incumbent upon me as a police officer for the city of Revere, according to the best of my abilities and understanding, agreeably to the rules and regulations of the Constitution and laws of the Commonwealth. So help me God. Congratulations, officers.
Okay, now we'll have the signing of the book. Daniel Apollo. Terrence Reardon. Brendan Leslie. Officer Joel Melendez. Officer Christian Orellana. At this time, I'd like to call the following family members up to do the badge pinning ceremony. For Officer Daniel Apollo will be his wife Sue and his son, Officer Danny. Come on up. For Officer Terrence Reardon will be his father, Chief Terrence Reardon. For Officer Brendan Leslie will be his brother, Matt. Okay, go up. We'll do them all at once. I'll do Officer Joel Melendez and Officer Christian Orellana, his mother, Sue. Nicole, I'm sorry. Officer Apollo's wife, Nicole. That concludes today's ceremony. Congratulations, guys. Be safe. We can take pictures, and we have coffee and cookies. Thank you, everybody.